What is up, guys? MattyG back again with another trade recap. Alright, today we took two wins. Alright, both of them were shorts. And yeah, they were pretty clean, pretty textbook, both kind of the same kind of setup. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so yeah, 1.4k on the day, right? Had those two wins, right? I took a third one, but it was like $100 up, basically break even trade, and that was last night, so that really didn't even count. So, brand new month. All right, hyped to start the new month. So let's see what we can do this month. Okay, so first trade, right? I don't normally trade this early, but this first one was at like 7:30, kind of right when I woke up, right? And the only thing I looked at here was the 1 hour. Okay, so all I saw was here we had 1 hour bearish. We retested, had this wick. Well, what did we do? Fill, continue this downtrend. Here we have this 1 hour bearish gap. What do we do? Retest and respect. We have these wicks. What are we going to do? Probably fill to this unfilled 1 hour, right? So very simple idea, very easy stop loss, right? And it looked pretty confident because we had news at 8:30, right? And we were kind of manipulating up into that news, right, to potentially get that dump with that news. So, right, I entered on like the hour candle. Honestly, I didn't even zoom in, and I just put my stop loss above the that validation point where basically if we don't reject at this go in pocket 76, we're gonna probably set a higher high and then come sweep out these highs. But all right, this was basically my trade. All right, the first one I entered on this big red candle here, okay, and basically just set and forget, right? Forgot about it, and then you can see news came here and got a bit lucky with that, but bang, I tapped into this gap, swept these wicks perfectly, right, just like it did here, right? Kind of the same exact pattern. So that was the first trade, okay. A little like, what is that, like 1 to 2, I think it was. Yep, 1 to 2 there. And then the next trade, all right, we obviously we were waiting for market open here. All right, and so we were manipulating down in the market open. Let's fast forward. Okay, so at I got on about 9, all right, around here, and so we had I come down already in the market open. All right, ES, right? ES is not even close to this row, right? NQ swept this low respectively. ES is all the way up here, actually sweeping these highs, right? So we have a massive bearish SMT here, right? ES is all the way up here, Nasdaq's down here. So I was kind of looking for some kind of shorts down because what do you know? On ES, right? We also have this big hour wick that looks like it also wants to get filled, right? And we are also retesting into our unfilled bearish gap here, okay? And better yet, we are on our macro golden pocket zone from this high to this high, right? Looking like a great rejection spot. So I'm basically just looking for some kind of confirmation to get in and not get manipulated. So, um, yeah, I was looking to trade ES here, not NQ. Okay, so before open, right, we start manipulating down. On open, we get this big new candle here, right? A Nasdaq we kind of wick. So I'm not liking it yet because we're just wicking, like we're not actually closing, but you can see the next candle, right? Nasdaq wicks down again, ES wicks down again, okay? And so I was looking for to enter on this 2 minute close, okay? A 2 minute IVG of here, right? And then look to just target this low, right? And I wanted to make sure the Nasdaq was not looking for a reversal here because it's obviously our strong on build hour and golden pocket reversal zone from the side of this high. So the next minute, right, Nasdaq gets this good push down, all right. ES on here, right? This 2 minute closed there, right? This 2 minute closed here. So I entered and just set basically a 1 to 1 in invalidation of this FVG, right? And then IFVG, sorry, and then just to come sweep this low that we had here, right? This a big wick low. So that was that confirmation, because once NQ rejected this support zone, right, we're gonna probably come to at least here, if not come fill this entire gap, because yesterday, like we know, we had this huge manipulation candle. So most of the time these like to get filled. So it's looking like this is going to be this same case for yes, and we're going to come and fill this wick. And yeah, we get a bit of retracement right when I enter, but I mean it doesn't invalidate anything. It just respects a bullish order flow and gets sold off, and then yeah, smashes right through TP. So that was a banger. We actually kind of bottom ticked the exit before we started pumping crazy hard the rest of the day, right? So happy with that. It's the same thing on NQ. I was also looking for a IFEG potential one more trade on NQ, okay, but it would have been on this candle here, right? We had this huge wick you saw. If this candle immediately came, IFEG and closed, I would have totally taken this, okay? So something like this up to these highs, okay? But we kind of just wicked, slow grinded, like we inversed it, but with like no speed, and we kind of just manipulated up there. So wasn't really any clean entries for me there. So yeah, that was about it. Those were the two trades, and yeah. So yeah, that's about it. All right, hope you guys enjoyed. All right, hope you learned something, right? If you want to learn from me, all right, link in the description. I have a free Discord, right? I post all of my trades, everything right there. We are actually doing a giveaway right now too. I forgot to mention. So if you go to my Discord, if you just join and then I go to my Instagram and like my most uh recent post, right? You are automatically entered. So yeah, that'd be cool. I'm giving away 2 free evaluations on Elucid. So yeah, go check that out. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.